As of 1 minute ago, the United States government has shut down. Both the Democratic and Republican stopgap spending measures failed, and the Senate adjourned without reaching a deal to continue funding government operations. I'm glad you're with us this Tuesday night. I'm Shannon Ogden. This is a live look at Washington, D.C., where furloughs and disrupted services are expected to begin almost immediately. And I know you're wondering what this means for Colorado. Well, thousands of federal workers could be furloughed or laid off here. Our national parks could shut down, though Governor Polis tells us he has asked the federal government to keep the parks open. And we talked to Colorado lawmakers today who are playing the blame game.
Democrats are the ones that are shutting down the government. So if they're back in DC right now claiming to be working, this is actually just a smokescreen to be hiding from their constituents.
This is unacceptable. This is not how you run a country. And it's not only going to impact services we rely on, the people who are going to be furloughed, fired, or forced to work without pay, but it also impacts our economy across the board.
Now, the last government shutdown started back in 2018 during President Trump's first term. That one lasted 35 days. Well, the Senate resumes tomorrow at 8 o'clock a.m., and you can find a breakdown of what will and will not be affected here in Colorado right now on Denver7.com. Now, Governor Polis has asked the State Joint Budget Committee to find some money to help fund WIC ahead of the government shutdown. Now, according to reporting by ABC News, if the shutdown goes on longer than a week, WIC may run out of money. Now, WIC, as you know, is a federal free food program for women and children. 101,000 low-income Coloradans depend on it every month. The Joint Budget Committee approved $7.5 million to temporarily keep the program afloat in Colorado. And this afternoon, we spoke with Committee Chairman Jeff Bridges.
We have very limited capacity at the state level to step in and fill the role that is being played by the feds. We have a fairly limited legal authority to do that, but we're doing everything we can to try and lessen the impact as much as possible on the people of Colorado from what is, it's absurd what's happening at the federal level.
Now, how much will WIC lose in the shutdown? Of course, depends on how long the shutdown lasts. And Chairman Bridges says the federal government should reimburse Colorado that $7.5 million when the government gets going again. Nationwide, more than 6 million women and children rely on WIC every month.